welcome back. Sorry, I'm just moving some stuff. Might actually move my keyboard up here. Flawless. Get my water. Wait, it's not. There we go. Do. Cram. Lots of crabs. Do. There we go. I just love Inferno matches. They're so swooshy. Prom night dumpster baby. Any match where there's not a referee is just amazing. Because Jesus H. Christ. Makita versus Sinon. Blade Striker versus Cal Jordan. Oh, okay. WWE Live, let's do it. Makita versus Makita versus Dimitri. Let's do that. I have an early shift tomorrow, so it's like 12 to 4. So, kind of stoked about that. Bet it was. Damn, I decked the shit out of his foot. I will beat the shit out of your leg. I will beat the shit out of it. Oi. Solotov's gonna be pissed you're beating on his boy beneath Nikita. Yeah, nobody touches my Dimitri. Oh, you're lucky the flames went up. Whew. Spicy. Had a very lovely Easter dinner. I am all peopled out. Hopefully, this is a very big hopefully. Hopefully work isn't too crazy. It shouldn't be. There's no school, so we should have a full schedule. So long as people show up. So, just hoping for a full schedule. But I'm out at 4, so I'm pretty excited about that. Could be worse. It could be an 8-hour. I've had my share of 7 and 8 hour shifts. They're not awful in the like the spring and summertime. Like, I'm okay with it to a degree. Well, most of it was just to bail a friend out of a jam, because he got a shit ton of closing shifts, and he would get stuck with someone who never shows up, or always called in, so he would be stuck alone, so I would stay a couple hours just to, like, help him clean up. Woo! Yeah, no. They took advantage of it, so I just went, nah. It is what it is. Nikita's old finisher. Actually, wait, no, he had, he did the submission. Bitch slap. Ugh. Owie. Oh. My poor groin. Ah. Dickus. Now you gonna get it. Hiya. I love Nikita's moveset. It just gets better every year. Like, Nikita has to be one of my favorite characters that I've made. He's so cool. Granted, this is just like his wrestling style. His actual fighting style, he does Ukrainian combat Hopak. I tried to keep fighting styles, just keep it interesting. Give them fighting styles native to their country. Like, just so they, Instead of just being like, oh, I have a Ukrainian boxer or a Taekwondo fighter or something like that, I'll be like, you know what? Let's get into the roots of Ukraine here. Let's see what combat hip hop's all about. And ta-da! I had Nikita cooking. Zenon, I kept it basic. Zenon does judo. So he likes to pop cartilage and break bones. Controls the element of wind just to get away from you or suck you in. Nikita just uses like ethereal, like his fighting spirit is so strong, he can just be like, you know what? He can utilize it and use it in his attacks. Bonk. Nikita goes a little crazy. Bonk. You. Dimitri's actually a good guy. He's not evil. But Nikita thinks he is based on where he's from. So that's Nikita's fatal flaw. He's very prejudicial. And doesn't really see both sides of the coin. He's like, oh, you're from Russia? You must be evil. And it's like, no. Dimitri actually hates what his country is doing, so cut him a little bit of slack. Ooh. Tally-ho. Just like I always say, just because you come from a bad place, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. Thanks, son of a bitch. Zolotov always said you had a hot ass. Let's prove him right. Out you go. That was a close one. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Steve versus... Excuse me. How do you spell that character? Bleh. $68. Justice for my boy. Steve Maverick versus Cody Rhodes. Steve is good looking boy. Ow. Well, he was. Boink. Pop to the face. Ooh. I love the bright canvases, just so you can see the blood on it. It's so pretty. Oh. Elbow in the face. Deadline. I kinda like that, man. How about a catch? How about a catch? Ooh, he was smart enough to block it. Oh. Ooh. Back him down. Buckle bomb. Do it. I love Steve's moveset, it's awesome. Not bad for a debut. Yeah, how'd that go, buddy? He's like, oh, I hit my little bum. Ow. Boing. Boing. Ow. He broke his butt. You broke my ass bone. You broke my ass now. Ooh. I don't do requests. This is just a chill stream. I usually just do fights with my created characters. Oh, paving the way for my victory, eh, Cody? Mostly because, like, the requests just, like, pile up and up and up and up and up, and then it gets hard for me to, like, keep track. Like, when I used to do wrestling matches or, like, request videos and stuff, it would just pile up to the point where I couldn't keep up, and it was becoming more of a chore than a hobby. So I just kind of did I just kind of do my own thing. Rah. You're under arrest. You're under arrest? Stop. Boink. You breathing? Come on, man. Give me blood. Bleed, dang it. Thank you. Look at me, I sound like a sociopath. Bleed, god damn it. I want to see blood. I want to drink your blood. Num 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 num. Whoa, that was a throw. Little half-baked somersault. Oh, there's the blood. Look at all that blood. It's so pretty. Ow. Dickus. Ah! That's your ass. Boink. Hey Cody, why are you walking funny? I don't know, guy shoved his kneecap in my ass. Ooh, crossroads. Okay, the reversal just didn't want to work. Then again, what works in a 2K game? There we go. Oh. Get back in the ring, man. I want to have a little more fun with you. Darn it. So close. Clink. Let's close that for a minute. I got a trash lid. Wow, was that trash? That was very trashy of me. How dare I? Oh. I just flattened Oscar's house. Ow. I'm like, ooh, get up, bitch. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Bonk. Maybe a little bit of bonk. Well, they're not getting anything on me. I'm a germaphobe. Oh my, take him to dinner first. Ow. Hey! Welcome back, King Alpha. I got fucked. Happy Easter to you too. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ow. Happy Easter. Wow. Look at all that blood all over the floor. Old finisher. Ooh. Alley-oop. Ouch. How was your Easter? They gave him the pedigree as a finisher. Triple H was just like, yeah, I don't wrestle anymore, you can have it. The fucking computer, dude, is so bad. The AI is terrible. Look at that shit. They just reverse everything in this game. It's so annoying. And there's no buttons. Ooh. Like the mini game thing where you can like escape the grab and whatnot. That just doesn't show up half the time. It's really annoying. Ew. Nice ass, dude.
Here is your winner, Steve Maverick!
Literally was like, yeah. Yeah, I don't really do requests, dude. It's nothing personal. It's just, you know, once I start getting a lot of requests, they start piling up. And then, like, it becomes more of a chore than a hobby. Um, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Like, you can do a couple of, like, Demetrius Archer, they don't have. Thanks for stopping by, though, one and only. I appreciate the view. And the company. So they don't have Demetrius as a name or Archer. So I had to go Dimitri S. Arthur. So Demetrius Arthur. Sounds close to Demetrius Archer. It's really Blade. Yeah. They don't have Striker as a name, which royally sucks. I don't think they have Striker. They should. They had like a... They had a wrestler named Matt Striker. So... I don't see why they wouldn't have Striker. Yeah, nope. Blade Stud. Stuff. Stubs. Stove. Yeah, they don't. So I went with Blade Black Sea. Um, uh, Basically, in my story I'm writing, Blade has blood powers, like he can manipulate blood, and the blood he uses, the power he uses to control the blood is called the Black Sea. So I just went with that. Um, they did really good with JJ and Ronan though. Jacob Jones. JJ is kind of like a nickname for Jacob Jones. It's just JJ. So I can literally have his name go. I have his nickname set as Tiger because that's his like moniker, like his boxing name, Tiger Jacob Jones. You can they added JJ, like literally JJ as a name. So I could go Tiger Jacob JJ Jones. But I decided to be like, whatever. Ronan, they had his name. Like, they spelled it Ronan, Ronan. So Ronan Jacob Striker Jones is his full name. So I just went with Ronan Jones. He's basically Blade and JJ's son. Makita Victoria. Mick E. Tama was the closest thing I could get to Makita, but it wouldn't let me put Victoria unless I put Mick as his nickname. Actually, yeah, Mick E. Tama Victoria. Maybe I'll do that. Where are you, Makita? Marty, Maggie, May, Monday, Mick, Damn, they even zoom in. Perfect. There we go. There we go, Nikita. Someone asked me if he was Japanese. Nikita. I'm like, no, he's not Japanese. He's Ukrainian. Right? It's so weird. Like Vance Archer. Then we had, you know, Matt Striker. Like, who the fuck? Look at them renders. The My Rise characters. Ooh. Kicked him right in the Virginia. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been slacking. I have so many characters, like, I'm not even kidding. My starting roster was fucking 32 characters. That was my starting roster. I think I have a friggin' screenshot of all the characters I posted. Like, of their names, of who I was gonna make. I'll try to find it and show you. Like, I'll fucking read them out. I'm really like the Scott Pilgrim tea moment. We have blueberry, raspberry, ginseng, sleepy time, green tea with lemon and honey, liver disaster, ginger with honey, ginger without honey, vanilla, almond, white truffle, blueberry, chamomile, vanilla, walnut, constant common, and Earl Grey. That's literally me listing off my characters. Yeah. One of my friends just did the, whoa, dude, quality over quantity, and I was just kind of like, whatever, man. I have a lot of characters. I don't rush through them. They're all part of my roster. And I'm going to take my time with their appearance and make them my own. I just, took the base. Yeah, I just made their bases before I could do their thingamadoodle. Damn it, got my phone. Before I could, focus on their gimmicks or whatever. like whatever I wanted them to look like, whatever it may have been. And then I make it happen. And I do it in groups. So I'll be like, okay, I'm going to make the Coliseo Mafia. So I'm going to work on Dante, Leo, Lorenzo, Matteo, Rocco. That's the Coliseo. And then I would work on those 5 and nothing else. But if the inspiration kicks, like, oh shit, I have an idea for, you know, Ronan's new look, I'll make it happen. Or a new gimmick for JJ or something like that, right? Exactly. Like, I have a fuckload of characters. And then I'd, like, every year, I start with my core 5. So I would be like, so I go Blade, Damien, Makita, Dimitri, Zanon. Dead. Murdered.
Here is your winner, Tiger Jacob JJ Jus.
See? I just came up with the name JJ for him. And he's like, dude, I fucking love it. That's so sick. I love the name JJ. It's perfect. Hang on, let's see if I can find it. Maybe I'll check my screenshots, because that's where it is. I found your DMs, you little bitch. I have a lot. Okay. So, here's part 1. Blade Striker, Damian Frost, Mikita Victoria, Zenon Wojcik, Dmitry Reznov, Demetrius Archer, Jacob Jones, Eric Burza, River Walker, Malachi Hawk, Oznik Vekoslav, Radek Sekirak, David Friesen, Yevsei Zolotov. Keep in mind, some of these characters aren't mine. They belong to some of my friends, but I just remade them. Yevsei Zolotov, Burai Shimada, Victor Cross, Blaze Bradley, Benjamin Aquino, Spike, Ben Hawkins, Slayer, Xander Marcus, who got renamed, Shiva Hayabusa, Diego and Enzo Oliveira, Dante Versetti, Leonardo Vitali, Lorenzo Bracca, Matteo Barone, Rocco DeFazio, Macabre Grimoire, Jake Fury, Jack Clark, Lobo Gris, Seth and Ezekiel Kiriyama, and Cairo Nile. That is over 32 characters. And in this piece, I said, things are going to be different. This was my 2K25 roster. Some made it over to 2K26. Things are going to be different for 2K25. Some fighters will make it, some won't. Nothing personal to the guys who don't make the roster. Attires for my created characters will be made based on the personality of the fighter, even if that means they aren't showing much skin. Attires may change over time. I'm keeping my created roster spaces limited for future characters and will only download a select few for storyline purposes. Yep. So like JJ I helped make because he like he's really good at what he does. Like when he makes the Clark brothers, Jack and Ethan, like absolutely mind-blowing. Like oh, excuse me. I'll post a link of one of his shorts. Where is he? But like I'd also help him with characters. Like I would put Blade I would make JJ, like I would create him and then put him on like community creations for him to download and edit to his liking, whatever, right? Here's the I just posted it. That's just his character Ethan doing like the Ric Flair strut, but that's an example of JJ's work. Like it's phenomenal. He looks really good. But he's like, oh, I don't know what to do for JJ, like hair wise or anything like that. I'd be like, hey, I can cook something up. Let me know. Like, what colors do you want? What, you know. And he'll be like, oh, you know, go for a green and gold motif boxing gear. And I'd be like, yep, gotcha. And then I would cook something up. And I would upload it so he could use it. Or if he was like in a time crunch and he couldn't, he's like, oh, I really want to make Jack, but I don't think I have enough time. I'd be like, yeah, I got you. What's his motive? Like, what's his, like, moniker? And he's like, oh, he's a cowboy. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then I go with that. And then we cook. Demetrius, I'm really proud of. Like, every year. Everything. Entrance, moveset. Even though I sometimes just turn the entrances off to save time, because it's like, you guys just want to see the fights, right? As cool as the entrances are and stuff, I tend to just like, every year, like every game, I'll screenshot their moves list from the last game and just tweak them a bit. So like, because I really like their movesets, like how they punch, kick, their combos. Demetrius has had this moveset I gave him custom made since 2024, I want to say. Maybe 2025, maybe 23. 23 is when he debuted. That's when me and Archer became friends, and that's when I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to make it. He's hot as fuck. I'm going to make a character out of him. And then I posted his victory motion, like his victory pose. And he retweeted it and said, new friend, tagged me. New friend, Striker. Imagine me as a created character in WWE and I'm living for it. So then, like, if I have a creator's block or whatever, and I'm like talking to a mutual or whatever, I'd be like, damn, who's this beefcake? And he's like, oh, that's me. And I'm just like, character idea forming. And it's like, dude, I love your clips. I love how your characters look. Do you think you could, like, make me? And I'd be like, yeah, for sure. And, you know, do you have a special gimmick you want? Oh, just put me in a singlet or something. Like, I prefer tights or trunks or, you know, singlet, whatever it may be. I'd be like, alright, I'll cook. I can't do, like, face morph, like, you know, pasting the face on the character and, like, body morph abs and sticking them on. I don't really do that shit. But, like, I've seen some people who are really fucking good at that. Like, my girl, Brown Sugar Candy, I think her handle is on YouTube. Miss Skittles on Twitter. Miss Skittles on Twitter. Holy shit, this girl's... Oh my god. Her and She's Ingrid. Oh my god, like... Their gear and everything, just mind-blowing. Like, holy shit. Like, it's like, oh, you want your gear to be fiery? She will cook, like, they will cook up gear like nobody. I wouldn't even have words. I wouldn't have words for how, like, their tattoos and everything are just... Oh my god. Oh yeah, it is way too much for me. Like, I mean, I'll tweak it a bit. Like, I made Blade's ass a little fatter, because people are like, god damn, Blade's ass. But, yeah, I would make little tweaks and... You know. Oh yeah, 2K19 was fucking bananas. Me and my old partner, like my old tag partner and former friend, Trader. His character's name was Toddy Cage. So he was a Mortal Kombat fan, obviously. And Toddy was basically the cousin of Johnny Cage. He was literally just Johnny Cage wearing Johnny Cage style blue, like the blue pants, the black pants with the blue trim that Johnny wears, wrestling boots, a white tank top, black shades, and he would have a beard. That was the only difference. He was literally just a stockier version of Johnny, but with a beard. His fighting style was different too. He did pro wrestling, and he would do the nut punch, but he wouldn't do the splits. He would just kneel down, like drop to his knees, and then just uppercut you in the dick. I will say though, like even though we're not friends, he had a cool fatality. He would give you a Boston Crab called the Cage Lock. He would just Walls of Jericho, and he would rip you in half, like he would tear your lower body off, and then tie your legs around your neck and snap your neck while doing it. So he would wrap your legs around your neck and our double team move was called Cajun Strike, basically a reference to Gambit. He would lock the person in a cage lock and break their back, and right when they're about to tap, Blade would run and do Seth Rollins' stomp. One of Blade's signatures is the stomp, but he calls it Third Strike, named after Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. So while they're about to pass out and tap out from the cage lock, Blade would just run up and curb stomp them and bash their face into the ground and knock them out. Their tag team was called Shades of Red, but once our friendship fell apart and he just up and disappeared out of nowhere, like right out of thin air, I just went, fuck it. Killed him off. They have a wrestling match. And one thing Blade hates is getting punched in the nuts. Like, Blade's not opposed to street fighting and fighting dirty, like, crushing glass and throwing it in someone's face or dirt or whatever. But like one thing he hates is punching people in the dick. Like if you just go up to someone and punch them in the dick, he's like, dude, you're like the world's biggest bitch. You know? So during this fight, like they were sparring or whatever, like just having a wrestling match, Toddy punches Blade in the dick. Like he punches him in the balls. So Blade's like keeled over trying to like breathe, and he's pissed. Like he is pissed. So when Toddy gears up for the Raging Cajun kick, basically a running shadow kick, he runs and goes to kick, and Blade moves out of the way and kicks Toddy in the back, and then Toddy falls forward and smashes his left eye against the edge of the steel step and pops his eye out. So Toddy's on the floor screaming and crying in agony. And Blade's just like, yeah, that's for punching me in the nuts, bastard. You know I don't play that way. And then Blade just looks and he sees Toddy writhing on the ground. His eyes popped out and blood's all over the floor. And he's like, oh shit. And then he alerts the ref and like gets him help and genuinely feels remorse for what happened, but Toddy never forgives him. So then he starts interfering in Blade's matches, screwing him over. So Blade challenges him to a no-holds-barred, no-rules street fight, where Blade essentially kills him. Like, in cold blood, just kills him. He brutally pummels him to the point, like, he can't move. Like, he's comatose, basically. He puts his head in between two glass panes and then jumps off the top rope and curb stomps his head, the back of his head. Like, he curb stomps the glass pane into the back of his head, sandwiching his face in between the two of them and breaking it, causing shards of glass to impale his face. I appreciate the compliment, dude. But do keep in mind, my matches aren't really for, like, domination or gratification. That's not really what my channel is. I appreciate that you like my characters, which is awesome. But my matches really aren't for, like, you know, like, pleasure. I don't know how to, like, word it. It's not for, like, gratifying, if that makes sense. Like, I love that you love my characters, and that's awesome. But my matches are straight wrestling matches. It's nothing, like, pornographic, if that makes sense. Like, if you're into, like, you know, there is fetish wrestling. If you're into that, that's cool. But that's not what my channel is. I've learned my lesson on, I made a channel that was for, you know, domination and stuff like that, and YouTube was like, yeah. Blade, yeah. Yeah, like, you know, and that's cool, but that's not really the aim of my channel. But I appreciate the compliment. That you like, you know, you like my characters, you like the matches. That's awesome. And, you know, you can like what you like is what you like. But it's not really the sole focus of my channel, is what I'm trying to say. Just a good, clean smackdown. Happy Easter, by the way. Because, like, a lot of people come to my channel and they get a little extra with the comments about my characters, and I don't know, it just comes off like weird, and I don't want YouTube being like, oh, so this is what you do on your channel, huh? Like, I've been running this channel since, you know, since 2022, and, you know, I kind of don't want them being like, hey-oh. But thank you for understanding. I appreciate it. I do appreciate the compliments, though. Not giving anyone, like, shit or anything. You know, you like what you like. But I just don't want to run the risk of YouTube being like, hey, this is a no-no. Because when a channel gets terminated, like, I've seen channels get terminated for the dumbest reasons. for the dumbest reasons, and they'll appeal to it and be like, hey, so my channel was wrongfully terminated for spam or something, and then automatic reply, like I'm talking AI generated, we're so sorry, but there's nothing we can do at this time. We're so sorry. We're so sorry. Have you tried doing this? Have you tried doing this? And it's like, ugh. You know, ugh. It's so infuriating. Like, I didn't even bother appealing my channel. I was just kind of, oh, well, okay, that's that. But, you know what? YouTube's got its rules. I don't know, YouTube's a little, I mean, there are websites dedicated to that stuff, which is cool for people who are, you know, invested in that kind of stuff, which is awesome. But YouTube's really changed a lot over the years, like, a lot. I miss, like, peak 2009, maybe 2010 YouTube. That was my shit. And then Google was like, hey, we exist and we're taking this place over. Yeah. And it's like... oh, here I am looking at the computer screen like, I didn't do that move. Oop. Zanon was like, should I do it? Nah. JJ, you're distracting me. That's okay, it gets the net. It gets the, match rating up. I cannot word today. I had too much social time on Easter, and it's exhausting. Oh, fuck off. Oh, Damien, you cuck. Fuck you.
Here is your winner, Damien!
I pushed the right button. Bastard. Fuck that guy. I'm divorcing him. Well, it also doesn't help that my TV is like way over here, like in the back, so I can like. What difficulty do I have it on? I have it on easy. This game ain't fucking easy. Zanon, you suck. I usually have it on pin only. Just so I can, like, get good clips of a submission without the ref being like, huh, getting up in the shot. You know what? Damien, I'm gonna burn your ass alive. Douche canoe. burn his ass with a blowtorch. Slap him in the face with a paint can. Smash his face with an iron. Oh wait, no, how did it go? What are we gonna do to him, Harry? We'll do exactly what he did to us. Gonna burn his head with a blowtorch. Smash his face with an iron. I'd like to slap him in the face with a paint can. Or shove a nail through his foot. The first thing I'm gonna do is bite off these little fingers, every last one of them. And then Old Man Marley kicks in and he's like, cracks them over the head with a shovel. Funny thing about that scene, Joe Pesci actually bit Macaulay Culkin. Like, during that scene when they hang him up, and he's like, what are we gonna do to him, Harry? And then they start listing off all the things that they can do to him. He's like, yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is bite off these little fingers, every last one of them. And he takes his hand and goes to bite his finger, but then the old guy whacks him over the head and knocks him out. Joe Pesci accidentally bit Macaulay on the finger and gave him a little scar. It was hilarious. He still has it to this day. He's like, yeah, I still have this scar when Joe bit me. Which, what I find hilarious in the Home Alone drafts, the names were different. Marv Merchant and Harry Lime. So there's a sergeant at the beginning of the film when Kate is in Paris. Like, I think they're in Paris or something. And she calls the police on the phone. And it's like, I have a son who's home alone. I need someone to, could you just have someone check up on him at the house and tell him that we're coming home to get him? And then the deputy or whatever is like, Larry, we have a woman on line 2, sounds kind of hyper, or something like that. Family crisis, Sergeant Larry Balzac. His name was Larry Balzac. His name was originally going to be Larry Lime, and Harry's last name was going to be Balzac. So his name would have been Harry Balzac. And it's fucking amazing. But then they were like, oh yeah, this is like kind of like a kid's movie, I guess. So let's maybe not call him Harry Balzac. And Joe Pesci grumbling, like whenever he gets hurt by a trap and he's all that was his way of curbing his swearing, because Macaulay was like 8 years old and he didn't want to swear in front of an 8-year-old, so he had to like grumble and do all that shit. But there were times where he would slip up and he would trip on a car or whatever and fall to the ground. He'd be like, oh fuck. And then he'd be like, oh wait, you can't say that near the kid. Or, one of the swear words was left in, when Marv sticks his foot through the dog door or whatever, and he loses his shoe. He goes, oh shit, and he grabs the shoe back. I thought that was hilarious. And then Kevin sticking the tarantula on Marv's face. Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't care how much you're gonna pay me as an actor. Fuck no. You are not sticking a spider on my face for 6 takes. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. That scream of his was genuine. This dude had a horrid fear of spiders. They're burned, man. Oh yeah. Cook, bitch. Yeah. Fuck no, you're not putting a hairy spider on my... Absolutely not. I don't care. If you were to look me in the face and go, hey, Striker, I'll pay you $8 million if you let me stick this tarantula on your face, I'd be like, yeah, take your $8 million and shove it up your ass. No. Man, you're not sticking a fucking spider on my face. I don't care if it's friendly. I don't give a fuck. Hell to the fuck no. Everyone's like, oh, tarantulas are friendly and docile. I don't give a fuck. They can take their... Oh, here we go. I accidentally exited out. They can take their fucking creepy crawly asses all the way over there. Yeah, tarantulas are cool when they're 6,000 feet that way away from me. Nope, I can't. No. Now, okay. I will say the electric blue ones are really fucking cool. Like the light blue ones with the yellow tipped legs. Like they have the yellow bands on their legs and they're like glowing and shit. That's really cool. But I ain't having that shit. I can't do that. Ew. Even if it was like a life or death situation. Sorry, man. If I had to stick a spider on my face to save your life, nope. My dad's friend had a shit ton of them. Like this dude would sit down on his couch, take his shirt off, and this motherfucker would let the tarantula out on his stomach and it would crawl on him and shit. And, And he has like exhibits of them. Like he has like numerous tanks of spiders and fuck no. Now, okay, I will say I had like I was always deathly afraid of tarantulas, but I always had this like morbid curiosity about them, you know? Like you're just kind of like I don't know, they're kind of cool, but like you know, do I like I've always been fascinated, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, stay the fuck over there. Not having it. Like I saw a video of a tarantula lifting its legs and its fangs curling out and like seeing her eyeballs and fuck no. I did a last man standing match. A couple matches ago. It was JJ and Hector. But yeah, I was like 11 years old and we were writing our Christmas lists, and I wrote pet tarantula defanged, like they take the fangs or the venom out or whatever. And mom went on the website and she was looking at them and she's like, okay, this is gonna be your pet. Like, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure you want one? Here's what they look like. And it was this big fucking black and orange legged fuck no. And she's like, these things live up to 20 years. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that. No. Nope. No. And she's like, yeah, good call. Besides, your brother would just scare you with it. And my brother's like, I wouldn't go near the goddamn thing. Are you kidding me? Ew. Like, he had a rubber one. It was like this rubber gooey tarantula that, like, you threw at the wall and it would stick. And then it would crawl down. But, like, it was fake. It wasn't real. But he would torture me with it. I'd be in the shower, he'd throw it in the shower. I'd be in the bathroom cleaning up, he'd put it on top of the fucking toilet paper roll. Oh, Daddy Longlegs? Mm-hmm. I had one in my bed. Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. I was at a cottage with my brother and godfather, and yeah, we had a bat in our cottage, and I was terrified. And then he knocked it out and then took it outside, like wrapped it up in a towel, and it was knocked out, and I felt horrible for the thing because they're fucking adorable. And then I found a Daddy Longlegs in my bed. Fuck no. But yeah, I know, my brother's like, dude, I would never scare you with a spider. And I'm like, you did it to me ever since we were kids. He's like, no, if it was real, if it was a legit spider, I wouldn't go near it. They're just chihuahuas with wings. I should know. I have one. My Chihuahua. Well, he's a Chinese water-crested Chihuahua. His name is Striker. He's black. He's black and white. Absolutely adorable. I was a vampire for Halloween once, like Count Dracula. And my dog was a bat. Like, I got him bat wings. So there's a picture of me wearing my cape, and I got blood all over my face. Like, my face is pure white, and then, like, I have vampire fangs with blood dripping down my face, and I'm sitting there holding Striker in the nook of my arm, and he's just sitting there with his little bat wings on. It was super freaking cute. So yeah, he was my bat. Yeah, I have 4 dogs in my house, but only 2 of them are mine. I have a Yorkie poo named Gordie Howe. It was my grandma's, but she's like, oh, he keeps peeing and pooping everywhere, and it's like, she didn't want him anymore, so she gave him to us. And then, like, we got Striker first. Striker was mine. Like, my dog Zephyr passed away in 2019, and then March 2020, Mom's like, oh, I think you should get a new dog. It's gonna be yours. Like, you can choose the breed, the name, you'll be paying the vet bills, the works. So I'm like, okay. I'm thinking of the name Striker with a Y. Like, Stryker. He's my favorite Mortal Kombat character, even though nobody else likes him. The cop. So it went from a Pomchi, like a Pomeranian Chihuahua, to a Beagle Bulldog mix, and I said, fuck no, to a Chinese crested Chihuahuas. So it's like, oh, all these are girls, and I'm like, I'm not naming a girl dog Striker, and Mom's like, why not? Girl dogs are awesome. Whatever. And I saw a black and white one, like, and it was a boy, so I was like, that one, I want that one, and we got him. My niece wanted to name him, too. Like, she wanted a hand in naming him. So she gave him the full name, Striker Chocolate Vanilla. That's his full name. Striker Chocolate Vanilla. So whenever I get mad at him and I'm giving him the business, he gets Striker Chocolate Vanilla. And then we got this was an impulse purchase, not by me. My mom got a Bulldog Boston Terrier mix named Stormy. Cute as a button. She's short, she's a little pudgy. Like, she's a big girl, but, like, she's tiny. But she's a little pudge. Super friggin' cute and playful. I often I often give her little nicknames. So, like, referencing her chubbiness, I would call her Rotunda Roundsy. Fatness Everdeen. Pocahontas, the works, because she was a bit of a chonk. So I told my friend the fatness Everdeen joke, and she laughed, and she's like, she's not fat, she's rotund. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? What does rotund mean? Oh, she's round. She's not fat, she's rotund, she's round. So, I started calling her Rotunda Roundsy. And then we got another Chihuahua to go with the 3. He's just a purebred Chihuahua, lavender Chihuahua. And his name is Havoc Anarchy. And this is how we spell it. Like, after the Mortal Kombat character, I was just watching, what was I? Oh, I was watching the MK1 trailer where, they announced, Reptile, Ashra, and Havoc as playable characters. And then, like, who was the cameo? It wasn't Darius. No, Darius was in the Umgadi trailer. I think it was Serena. Yeah, Serena. Serena was in the trailer. Like, she was the cameo character. But the second I heard, you will accept chaos by choice or by force, I was like, yo, what the fuck? We got Havoc back? Hell yeah. Havoc was my boy in Deception. I loved Havoc. He was super sick. And then I was just, I don't know, I guess I was just thinking about dogs. So I was like, you know, if Striker were to pass away, I think my successor would be Havoc. Like, and then Mom was like, hey, I had an idea for another dog. Boom. And then, like, at first I stood firm and I said no. I'm like, no more dogs, no more dogs, no more dogs. Sent me a picture of a Chihuahua and a pumpkin, and I was like, God damn it. And then I caved. And then Havoc Anarchy came into our lives. And Anarchy, he is very, he's very vocal. Very, very vocal. Like, you could leave the house for a second to go check the mail, which is literally 2 seconds up the street, like, to the mailbox. And he will cry like you're going to World War II. I have a Walmart 2 minutes from my house, and I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna go get milk, I'll be right back. And he'll start fucking sobbing. Full on, like, howling at the fucking moon and getting all the dogs in on it. And I'm like, dude, you don't need to howl, I'm going to get milk. Like, get your shit straight. Barely gone a second. Y'all act like I just went to World War III. Chillax a little bit. Nope. These dogs are fucking crazy. But cute as a button. Like, these dogs are lovely. They're loyal, they're sweet, cuddly. Absolute sweet animals. They make life interesting. One of my friends has a Shiba Inu. His name is Kiba, and he's super friggin' cute. The Archer guy, Demetrius Archer. Yeah, he has a Shiba named Kiba, and it's adorable. He's so cute. And he's like, I'm like, it's so cute, I want to touch it. I want it. Can I have it? I want it. And he's like, no you don't. I'm like, yes I do. Shibas are cute as fuck. And he's like, yeah, they're a handful. And I'm like, yeah, hi. Owner of 4 dogs here. A needy ass Yorkie poo. A chonky little fucking Bulldog Boston Terrier mix. And 2 needy ass Chihuahuas. Who are high energy, mind you. And he's like, yeah, you don't want a Shiba. You're a handful. I wouldn't get another one. I wouldn't get another one. And I just did the... Look your pupper in the face. Look at Kiba in the face right now. Look at him and tell him you wouldn't get another one of him. And he looks... I'm like, look at your dog right now and be like, I wouldn't get another one of you. And he looks at Kiba, and Kiba just gives him the big, wide, cute puppy face. And he's like, well, fuck you, dude. You just put me on the spot. I'm not going to say it now. But I was like, you wouldn't get another one, my ass. I was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would. Oh my god. I made friends with a Shiba at my work. They're so cute. His name's Ichigo. Absolute sweetheart. Some lady came in. And she went to go shopping, so she tied his leash to a, like, we have this little automatic gate that opens up so you can go into the store. She tied the leash to the pole, and he just sat there and, you know, like, absorbed his surroundings and was like, what's going on here? And he's like looking around and whatever. So I come in with a cartload, and I see this big-ass fluffer, and I'm like, it's a Shiba. And my coworker's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna touch it. I wanna touch it. Can I touch it? I wanna touch it. So he fucking looks at me. Dog looks at me. I look at him. I'm like, hey, buddy. Here. And he looks at me, and he comes over, he starts sniffing my hand, and then he starts nudging my leg, like full on rubbing against my leg. I'm like, aren't you a sweetie? So I like get down on his level, like I drop to my knees, and I sit there and hold my hands out so he can sniff. And he full on in my lap. Like, this dog went straight in my lap and had a little snooze. I'm sitting there with this big mountain of floof on me, fucking sobbing. full on like, oh my god, I have a Shiba in my arms right now. I'm like sobbing. So I'm like snuggling with this beast, and his owner comes out, and she's like, Ichigo, what are you doing? And I'm like full on face buried in floof, just He started it, I'm just reciprocating. And she's like, oh yeah, he's very friendly. I'm like, I know, and I'm touching it. I want to steal it. It was fun. But then, like now every time they, like, come in, like, she comes in with him. Oh, dude, no, I love dogs and Shibas. Like, I love Shiba Inu. They're so freaking cute. Archer does too. He's like, I love Kiba. Kiba's my world. But I wouldn't get another one. Like, it was way too much work raising him. Because he's 12 now. So, you know, he's like, I wouldn't go through the puppy phase again. Like, with the Shiba, I wouldn't get another one. They're a handful. Keep slamming punching. Oh, dude, slamming them on top of the stairs is nasty. Have you seen that? Like, the fucking ragdoll physics are crazy. Hang on, I'll demonstrate it here. But yeah, no, it's hilarious. The fucking, like, they're just so... The thing about a Shiba is they're too... not full of dogs. Like, 4 is enough. Like, 4 is way, like, next time I get a dog, like, I'm waiting until all of mine, like, pass away. There you go. It won't be like, oh, one of my dogs passed away, I need to get another one. I will literally, like, I'm at the point in my life where I'm gonna wait for all 4 of my dogs to pass away before I decide to get another dog. Because the only, like, we only ever had, like, 3 dogs. Like, at most in life, 3 was the max. But then we upgraded to 4 because we're insane. But, I'd I would wait until, like, all of my dogs pass before I get another one. Who knows? You know, like, I might not even want another dog, you know? I might be all dogged out. That's not entirely true, but would I want multiple dogs in the future? Again? Probably not. I would, I'd probably just stick with one and be its companion. as good as much as it's good to socialize your dogs with other dogs, mine do all right, like with each other. Havoc and Stormy play a lot. Gordy plays with them. Striker plays sometimes, but Striker usually likes to chill and just play referee. Like, he'll jump in and be like, hey, don't play so rough. Hey, be gentle. You know, he kind of keeps everyone in line. But he plays from time to time. Like, every time I get back from a walk with Stormy, Havoc, Striker will, like, run up and, like, jump on her and start, like, egging her on, almost, where he's kind of like, come on, man, let's go, let's go, let's go. Chase me. Come on. Come get me. But he's not, like... He's not nasty about it. Havoc, on the other hand, Havoc's like... he's not nasty either. I mean, he has his moments where he can get a little bitchy, and then it's just like, hey, if you're gonna be bitchy, we don't play, okay? We need to play nice. Don't be a dick. But he'd, like, playfully chomp at Stormy's face and, like, hang off her upper lip. And she would just, like, swing him off, or, like... Stormy would forget how big she is, and she would accidentally sit on Havoc, or, like, land on him, and he would cry out, but then he would play again. But the amount of times this poor boy has hurt his leg and had his little limp on because, you know, he played a little too rough with Stormy and he got sat on and hurt his leg. Oh, it was... I'm like, dude, we're gonna get you this, like, robotic prosthetic leg, or, like, make you a pirate. Like, you're just gonna have this little peg leg thing going on. Thankfully, he doesn't really get that much anymore. So that's good. Like, he doesn't really hurt himself much anymore when he's playing. But then again, like, all play is supervised to make sure, like, they're okay and not getting hurt. But it's fun. It's always a good time. The Striker just sits there, up there on his throne on the couch, and he'd be like, hey, Stormy, play nice. Havoc, don't be a dick. Gordy, don't make me come down there. It's a lot of fun. The only issue with having 4 dogs is the marking. Especially because there's a girl dog in the house. Oh, god damn it, this again. Screw you, CM Punk, I ain't tapping out. Like, that's the worst. Like, one of the dogs would pee on the floor. Like, And then Striker would go over and he would pee on it to, like, mark it. But we would catch Striker marking, so we think he's the one who peed on the floor, and we'd be like, dude, what the fuck? But then I did some thinking and did it could be the other pups peeing on the floor, and then Striker's just trying to cover it up. Still not cool, like, shouldn't be happening, but it's like, dude, we get it, you're the boss. Like, stop peeing everywhere. Like, they're really good with that. It's not like they're peeing on the floor to be bad. The only time they would really have accidents is if they're, like, pawing at the door to go out and no one's there to let them out. Then they'll be like, ah, fuck, you know what? I'll just pee near the door. And then they would pee on the hard floor or whatever. I tried to go out, no one let me out. Fuck it. I'm gonna show off my tag move. But we usually have pee pads near the door and whatnot, so they can just do their thing. Just gonna show off Striker and Archers. Damn, y'all bumped Jade Cargill down? How dare you? Joe Hendry. Damn, they don't even have many John Cena's in this version. Yeah, we'll go with Johnny. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Look at Johnny. He's like, I'm so unsure of myself. Striker's like, what are we gonna do to him? Hey, Arch. That didn't go well. Johnny this, bitch. What the hell is that? Like Speedy Gonzalez noise. Back in here, you fool. Ow. Oy, the way his neck bent, though. Hey, get back over here. Oi! Boink. Ow. I don't know why it does that. Ooh. Trying to aim for the corner here. of Johnny, you're an asshole. Oh, now you're talking shit, eh? Alright. Yeah, this feels dickhead. Okay. Now y'all gonna get it. Oop. Dead. Murdered.
Here are your winners, Blade Black C and Dimitri S. Arthur.
And I think that will... that was just a peek at their finisher. So, wasn't really a huge, crazy match. I think that will do it for tonight's stream. Thank you guys for coming in. I will be back tomorrow, most certainly, with more 2K. Happy Easter again, everybody, and I hope to see you guys around.